The National Museum of Toys and Miniatures welcomes you to Budding Builders. From wood building blocks to plastic Lego bricks, construction toys have been part of playtime for generations of kids. Not only are they fun, they teach important architectural, engineering, and problem-solving skills. Plus, they test kids' creativity. Check out these 7 construction toys from the collection of the National Museum of Toys and Miniatures. In 1901, a clerk named Frank Hornby in England patented a new type of building toy. Rather than making buildings, the construction set allowed children to engineer toys with moving parts. The sets came with perforated steel bands, wheels, axles, nuts, and bolts. He eventually called this toy Meccano, and it was sold all over the world. The box says engineering for boys because, at the time, people thought only boys would like engineering and construction sets. However, all children can enjoy playing with them. This blue wind-up car in TM's collection was made from Meccano parts. You can see a Meccano boxed set in the Toys from the Attic exhibit. Tinker Toy was invented by Charles Pajot of Evanston, Illinois around 1913. He was a stonemason when he saw some kids building things out of pencils, sticks, and empty thread spools. He patented his idea for the toy in 1914, and the sets cost 60 cents. By the end of the first year on the market, close to 1 million sets had been sold. Originally, Tinker Toys were made out of wood, but now the sets are made out of plastic. These Tinker Toys in TM's Toys from the Attic exhibit date between 1950 and 1959. Erector sets were developed by the Misto Manufacturing Company around 1913. Misto was founded by Alfred Carlton Gilbert, who earned a medical degree from Yale and won a gold medal in pole vaulting at the 1908 Summer Olympics in London. After graduation, Alfred decided to make magic kits, and he was always on the lookout for new ideas. Like Meccano sets, Erector sets contained metal strips, girders, pulleys, gears, and more expensive boxes came with motors. There are several stories about how Alfred came up with the idea for the Erector set. One story said he was riding the train when he saw some construction work outside his window and noticed the steel girders being built to support the power lines for the railroad. This set in TM's iconic Toys hallway dates between 1950 and 1955. The Lincoln logs we know today were invented in 1916 by an architect named John Lloyd Wright, son of the famous architect Frank Lloyd Wright. John was inspired by watching the construction of the Imperial Hotel in Japan. His father designed the hotel with a foundation of interlocking beams, and John created his building toy with interlocking wood logs. John was not the first to design a toy construction set based on log cabins. There were sets as early as the 1860s. John named his set after the 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, who was born in a log cabin. The slogan for the toy was, "Interesting playthings typifying the spirit of America." This set in TM's Toys from the Attic exhibit dates to 1928. Architoy was a division of G.B. Lewis Company, which was better known for making beehives and wood crates. Architoy construction sets were made of wood and put together with screws. The company offered a Junior Toy Architect diploma and cash prizes for original designs. The basic Architoy set cost $1. This Architoy play lumber set dates to around 1930 and can be found in the Toys from the Attic exhibit. Ole Kurt Christensen was a shepherd in Denmark who spent much of his time carving wood toys. In 1916, he set up his own woodworking business making furniture and other household items. During the Great Depression, he returned to making toys. He called his toy company Lego, the combination of 2 Danish words which, when put together, means play well. At first, almost all Lego toys were made of wood. In 1947, The company bought a plastic injection molding machine and made a copy of some plastic bricks by the British company Kittycraft. They called these blocks automatic binding bricks. TM has a few of these very early bricks in the collection, and they look a little different than modern Legos. In 1958, Lego improved the blocks by adding tubes on the underside, which made them bind together better. They called this clutch power. Lego continues to be a popular toy. This Lego sculpture was made by Ryan Taylor, a boy from Olathe, Kansas, for TM's Introduction to Toys exhibit in 2014. K'NEX was invented by Joel Glickman, who was inspired while playing with a plastic drinking straw. He and his brother Bob started the K'NEX Toy Company, making simple building sets with plastic rods and connectors in 1993. Later on, K'NEX developed more complex sets with wheels, gears, and motors that allow children to create roller coasters and rocket launchers. This K'NEX vehicle can be found in the iconic Toys hallway. Now that you've heard all about these construction toys, test your knowledge with this quiz. Which of these toys were invented over 100 years ago? Hint, there may be more than one. A. Erector sets. B. K'NEX. C. Lincoln Logs. D. Tinker Toy. The toys that were invented over 100 years ago are A. Erector sets, C. Lincoln Logs, and D. Tinker Toy. Although not on the list, Meccano was also invented over 100 years ago. Which toy was invented by an Olympic gold medalist? A. Tinker Toy, B. Erector set, C. Architoy, D. Lego. The Erector set was invented by A.C. Gilbert, who won a gold medal in pole vaulting in the 1908 London Olympics. What does Lego mean in Danish? A. Let's play. B. Playtime. C. Play well. D. Play to win. If you said play well, you are correct. What kinds of things do kids learn about when playing with construction toys? A. Engineering. B. Problem solving. C. Architecture. D. All of these. Kids learn all of these things when playing with construction toys. Remember to mention this the next time you ask your parents for a new toy. Thanks for joining us for this Tm2Go video. Now that you've explored our collection, download the instructions to create your own paper tube building toys. Don't forget to share your creation with us on social media and share the activity with your friends. We'll see you next time.